Okay. Talking about this young boy, Kyle Rittenhouse, out in Wisconsin that shot 3 people and killed 2. Um, well, a lot of the left and the liberals are going insane because, according to them, 17-year-olds are out with rifles gunning people down. Here's the problem with that. Number one, he was well within his rights to have a gun. I've heard people say, well, where's his parents? He's 17 years old. At 17 in the United States of America, you can buy a rifle. He bought him a rifle. He carried it with him as he was giving out medical attention and trying to clean up the city where rioters were destroying the place, okay? He's being charged with murder and facing 68 years in prison, but the fact of the matter is the young man did nothing wrong. He was trying his best to help people, had some training with paramedics or whatever, and was trying to administer first aid to those that got out there like idiots and got hurt. But anyway, if you'll watch the video step by step, what happened was these 3 punks attacked him. One beat him severely with a skateboard while the other pulled a Glock on him trying to shoot him. And this Rittenhouse young man opens fire, shooting them. They got pictures of the one that had the Glock in his hand. He got shot in the arm. The young boy was a great shot. Shot the gun out of his hand. Made his arm into complete spaghetti, and that's exactly what he deserved for trying to shoot this young man while he was on the ground. And the other was beating him in the head with a skateboard, got shot in the side of the head. And now they have this young Rittenhouse man locked up in prison, trying their best to try him for murder. The fact of the matter is, he defended his life. I don't blame him. I would have done exactly the same thing. And anybody who thinks it's okay to attack people, especially people that are trying to help you, pull guns on them and beat them with skateboards, you're very wrong. This young man defended his life. He was in the right. And what's amazing to me is right now the left is flipping out because some of these rioters, or peaceful protesters as they call them, got shot. It's okay to burn, loot, tear up businesses, destroy people's livelihoods. Been watching videos where a young man, he's in his early 20s, body slammed a 70-something-year-old senior for wearing a Make America Great Again hat. Those things are okay. You hurt people. Just like the group that went and found the young lady sitting at an outside restaurant, eating her lunch, minding her own business, come over, demanded for her to put her fist up in the Black Lives Matters and Black Panthers symbol, and she refused. And they accosted her and treated her as if they were going to kill her because she didn't fall in line with what they wanted. What's going to happen is people's going to get tired of this. Okay? I get it. Black Lives Matters, White Lives Matters, all that's, every life matters. But this Black Lives Matters organization is a terrorist group. Antifa is a terrorist group. And the left media, the social media on the left, CNN and God, all these others, are creating a mob that is going to end up getting hurt because there are people out here like me and a whole lot of others that would really simply rather just be left alone to live life, be able to go to town without having to worry about their life being put in danger, or a group of mad and listen, the racial hatred is pushing them. Now we have got it to where if right now in America, the worst thing you can be is a white male conservative. Your life is in danger. because these Black Lives Matters and Antifas, they want to call everybody a white supremacist. They want to call our president a white supremacist. It's such crap. All it is the media left narrative that's being pushed, and these weak-minded people that's got no jobs, got nothing better to do but sit around and listen to this crap all day, are running out and deciding to hurt people, and that's okay because it falls under the name of protest, destroying businesses and people's lives and breaking into their homes and destroying their vehicles as they drive down the road, shooting people, killing people, just like the young black man did that shot the 5-year-old boy in the head. Media was silenced about that. Nobody wanted to talk about that. But if it had been a white man shooting a black child or an Asian child or a Hispanic child, oh my God, the world would go up in flames. But because it is a white person that has been hurt, or a white person that, like the Rittenhouse young man that defends himself, he's a murderer. He's a white supremacist. He deserves to go to prison. But George Floyd, and like it or not, who was hyped up on fentanyl, the body cams now of the police officers has come out. There's always more to the story than what you first get. But come out, show him swallowing a pill, trying to hide his drugs. He overdosed on that pill, which was fentanyl, because he had a lethal amount in his body when he died. Did the police officer need to put his knee on his neck? Absolutely not. But is that what caused him to die? I don't know. But I do know the fentanyl that he had in him was enough to kill a horse. But we want to run around like a bunch of idiots and call it social justice and, racial justice. All you police officers are killing black men. That is not so. The statistics says that blacks in America make up 13% of the population. 6% of that 13 are black American males. Out of this 13% of America's population leaves, I think the white population in America is made up of like 63%, but 13% of America's population commits 51% of the crime. And y'all say there's a white supremacist problem. Y'all say that there's a cop killing black men problem. Here's the thing. Try not breaking the law, black or white. Try not breaking the law, and cop says stop, you stop. Cop says put your hands up, you don't run to your car to get your gun. Just like this new guy that got shot in the back, leaning in his truck to get a gun. I can't remember his name right now. That is now paralyzed for the rest of his life because he had a knife in his hand, fought with the cops, resisted arrest, ran to his truck, telling them the whole time, I've got a gun and I'm going to shoot you, gets shot. And now all of a sudden, Wisconsin is up in flames because it was police brutality. Come on, people. What's going to end up happening if we're not careful? We're going to allow social media, and we're going to allow the left-wing hate mob. And I say left-wing because, yeah, there's some people on the right that are way out there. Is there KKK? I'm sure there's still a few of them around. Are there white supremacists? Sure there are. But there is not a problem in the United States the way that the media has made it out to be. The only problem that I see is a bunch of white people and black people claiming to be Black Lives Matter and Antifa, running around destroying cities, hurting people that would really simply rather be left alone. And my question is what happens when these people who would rather be left alone, who just want to live life, have to get involved? We're headed for a civil war is what's going to happen. And if people don't wake up and realize that do y'all remember the young man in Missouri, hands up, don't shoot, which was all a lie because forensics, the Attorney General of the United States even come out and said that the forensics showed that this young man was shot in a charging position. He was charging the police officer. You run at a police officer while he's got his gun pulled, you're going to get shot. If y'all don't remember, this young man reached in the police car and grabbed the cop's gun, broke the eye socket of the police officer. The police officer's life is destroyed because he did his job. But all of a sudden, we've got Black Lives Matters popping up. We got Antifa popping up, and Hands Up, Don't Shoot across America. And the fact of the matter is, it was all a lie, a narrative that was pushed by the left. We never had this problem until Obama was in office. Is everything Obama's fault? No. But did he fix anything? Absolutely not. And now we got people wanting to vote for his vice president, Joe Biden, who is one of the most racist people in the world. He made the statement back in the early 80s that he did not want blacks in his schools with his white children because he didn't want it to turn into jungles. If you ain't black, or what is it? If you don't vote for me, you ain't black. White kids, poor kids are just as talented as white kids. Come on, Trump's not racist. Trump has done more for the black community than any president before him, and probably anyone after him. But we got this, all of a sudden, if you're a Trump supporter or you're a Republican or you're a conservative, you've got to be a white supremacist. Your racist card don't work with me, because I don't judge a man by his skin. I judge a man by his character and who he is, okay? But this racial divide thing is what's pushing the narrative of the left. I seen on TV today that they got Black Lives Matters and Antifa all in Washington protesting because these criminals, thugs, with a rap sheet as long as my arm, get shot by the police when they resist arrest, get shot and get killed, or get shot and get paralyzed. And now all of a sudden they're at Washington wanting to defund the police and want social justice and all this other. What's going to happen is justice will end up happening, but it's going to end up happening for those that are lawless people who are hurting those that are doing absolutely nothing wrong. I have a MAGA hat. Doesn't make me a racist, doesn't make me a white supremacist. It means I support our president, Donald J. Trump, and I will continue to support him. And I dare somebody to try to take it off my head, because it is my property, and I have the right, the God-given right, and the right from the state of Tennessee to protect my life, my family, and my property with my life. And if I have to, I will defend it with everything that I've got in me. The silent majority is being silent for way too long. We need to wake up, we need to step up, and we need to do something. Now, am I telling you to go riot, go shoot people? Nope, but I'm telling you to stand your ground. Quit being run over. Quit letting people burn your buildings down, destroy your livelihood. That's how you feed your family. Stop. Put an end to it. This Rittenhouse boy, he's a hero. That's what he is. He's a hero for every American that just wants to do what's right. Beating him with a skateboard, pulling a Glock on him, trying to shoot him, if that doesn't give him rights to take deadly force, nothing does. So, justice would be to let the young man go. You can either like me for this or you can hate me for it. I really don't care. Because if it was me, I'd have done the same thing. I would have defended my life with deadly force if necessary. I have that right. I have a right not to be beaten, dragged, guns pulled on me. I have a right to live in peace. The left does not want peace. The left wants to, and here's the thing, election is coming up, okay? If you look back, in 2016, oh, Trump, he's a racist. Trump's a racist. That didn't work. So all of a sudden, it's Trump collusion. They interfered with our election. That didn't work. So then all of a sudden, oh my God, we've got Trump's a sexist. He's a misogynist. He's a xenophobe. Those things didn't work. It goes on and on and on and on and on. And everything that failed, all the way up to their little impeachment, when it failed, all of a sudden, COVID-19 comes out. Now, am I saying it's not real? No, COVID is real. But they have politicized it and used it as a political tool to destroy the economy, because they know that the only way they can get President Trump out of office is by destroying our economy. Right now, this little march that's going on in Washington is orchestrated by the left. George Soros is behind it. The Democratic Party is behind it. They are scared to death that they will not get in power. Nancy Pelosi got on TV just the other day and said she didn't think it was socially distancing and healthy for Joe Biden to debate President Trump, because President Trump was not even worthy of a mention of a sit down. Come on. They're not going to put that poor dementia and Alzheimer's man in front of Donald Trump. They're not going to do that. And you've got Kamala Harris getting on there telling America they're going to take your guns. In the first 100 days, she's going to make an all-out ban on guns so that the military will come to your home and take your handguns and your rifles. And any nation for over 200 years that has had a declaration in their constitution that says we have a right to bear arms, if they want to take that away from you, it's because they mean to do you harm. Promise you. Adolf Hitler said the first step to governing and controlling a people is to disarm them. Do you think all them Jews would have got on those trains to those death camps if they'd had weapons? Nope. But they went through and they took their guns. That's what's coming if the Democrats get in. Anything's possible. But America that you know, what you see right now, whites being attacked simply because of the color of their skin, blacks being attacked simply because of the color of their skin, defunding the police, and outright chaos in the streets. When the Democrats get in, that's exactly what they'll have. We better stand up. We better do something. Silent majority needs to open their mouth. Stand up for what's right. That's exactly what needs to happen. So anyway, I'm going to get off here. I pray the Rittenhouse boy gets out of prison. I pray all charges are dropped. He needs a medal pinned on his chest because these thugs that were trying to kill him got what they deserved. You try to take another man's life. See, I love the Lord and I believe in the Bible. And I know this may not be popular with my preacher or Christian friends, but the Bible does say eye for an eye and tooth for a tooth. And if you do not stand up for yourself, this world will run you over like a freight train. The Rittenhouse boy needs to be set free. He needs to be held as a hero. Like I said, put a medal on his chest and let it be a warning to all these other thugs out there that want to try to hurt people. This boy was trying to help them. He was out there with a sponge and scrubbing the side of the wall where they had painted their graffiti on the side, because it's hip and cool to destroy your city. He was just trying to take care of a place that he loved. And in the midst of doing that and trying to help people, they attacked him, tried to beat him, tried to shoot him. Thank God he got the first shots off. So, y'all can flip out and y'all can scream, hey, murder, 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 murder. This ain't right. Where's the police? Well, y'all are trying to defund the police. For one, y'all don't want them around anymore. And that's something you need to think about, because once they're gone, who's going to protect your little tail from being out there destroying everything? Somebody's going to get tired of it. Somebody's going to have enough. And it's going to break out into chaos that can't be controlled. And I hate it. I hate it. But as for me and mine, I will protect what is mine, my property, all the way down to my MAGA hat with my life. So y'all pray for the Rittenhouse boy. If you don't agree with me, that's fine. I'll agree to disagree with you. But this is America, and the last time I checked, we have a right, a God-given right by birth in America to live in peace and prosperity, not have to be beaten down with skateboards and guns pulled on us. So I'm just sick of hearing the left holler now that some of the thugs got shot, now that the truth is coming out about some of these police shootings, and you see all the truth. Quit listening to CNN. Quit listening to the left-wing media that all they want to push is racial hate, because we do not have a racial problem in America like the media wants us to think. This all started back when Obama was in office, and he stood on national television, told the people of Ferguson, Missouri, who were burning the city to the ground to keep up the good fight. He held his fist up in the Black Lives Matters and the Black Panther movement symbol and told them to keep up the good fight. All he did was brought racial division, and it's not stopped since. Racism was almost dead in America. That's the truth. So don't be baited by all this crap. Realize that some thugs, these were Antifa thugs, Black Lives Matter thugs, and I believe they were white people that this white boy shot. But they tried to hurt a young man that was 17 who was doing his best to help people and got killed in the process of trying to take his life. Bravo to him. Bravo to the couple who stood on their front yard, I believe it was in Missouri, with their guns drawn as the angry mob came up their yard. Bravo to them for the win of all charges being dropped. This is America, and if you don't stand up for yourself, nobody else is going to do it. You have a God-given right to protect your life. Y'all have a good day.